What is going on, everyone? My name is Neptune, and I'm joined by my co-commentator here, Spicy, to be starting off the train of grand finals and semi-final games that are going to be played all weekend throughout the CCA here. Today, we're bringing to you guys the Div 6 finals match of Wedcott Empire versus WVU. Spicy, do you have anything to say about this matchup currently?
I'm super hyped for this matchup personally as someone who played against both of these teams in CCA Division 6. We have WVU from West Virginia University, a team that's just steamrolled through their entire competition, not losing more than 2 games at any point during a set. They've lost, I think, 3 games total this entire season, sweeping the regular season and then sweeping through playoffs in a 5-0. You see some just amazing players on the side of WVU, but I think one of the bigger stories here is actually Wedcott Empire, if we could take a look at their stats too.
Yeah, Wedcott Empire is crazy, like this season, right? Even though they lost some games and dropped some stuff over here, they have come out with a fiery vengeance, able to make playoffs just barely, and have been giving high competition to everyone they've been facing so far. But previously, they have had a 0-4 to WVU earlier in the season, but let's see, time has changed. People have improved. They have seen their plays. They have made their mistakes, and hopefully they learn from it. And it's going to be a slugfest out here tonight. Even though the stats might be not in their favor, it all boils down to how these two teams are going to be able to perform at the end of the day.
Exactly, and Wedcott Empire is playing out of their mind right now, winning almost all of their regular season sets from the second half onward from the reschedule week, and then pulling off a massive upset against Nautical in semis to get to this point. I'm really excited to see what adaptations they made from week 1 against WVU, and I'm just really hoping we get to see an amazing CCA Division 6 championship.
Yep, they're going to be kicking off the grand finals match here. That's going to be streamed all day on the Saturday and Sunday. But hey, let's look at these team comps here. And I see both 2 Splatlings on Wedcott Empire's side. Wait, no, the other side, WVU. My bad.
Yep, WVU, from what I remember, is one of the teams that really actually does enjoy using a double Splatling comp, opting for both the Heavy and for the Nautilus here. WVU is historically seen as a very strong defensive team, so they don't even need to score a lot, but their ability to just control space with like a lot of their weapons is going to be super critical for them moving forward. As you see both these teams just trying to fight through mid right now and try to see who gets to make the first advantage.
Yeah, I gotta make a note about like the team comp here. Having a 2 Splatlings and having a junior that's like don't have as much range but able to paint a lot, so the Heavy Splatling and the Nautilus is able to move around pretty nicely. That is really good combo synergy and something I love to see in these lower divisions. Just a lot of variety here as the Slotting Machine's able to get the pick and recap the zone in favor of WVU.
Yep, and this is where you see WVU shine. They're going to show how they're able to just hold when they have the objective here. You see the Booyah Bomb come out, and then you have them just looking to control so much space. And you see the Splatling just controlling so much, doing really hard for Wedcott Empire to get in. Yeah,
they're all trying to funnel through to the middle here, and right now it's just kind of being very congested, and they're just getting specials and bombs thrown their way here. So I need to be able to spread out here as WVU just can comfortably just counteract one giant push from one side when they need to approach multiple areas. As we see the Zipcaster coming in here, trying to cause some damage and get the Heavy right on the plat and take another one down with them.
Yep, you love to see that from the Zipcaster there, being able to use that to mobility to help their teammates, and because of that, Wedcott Empire is finally going to be able to start making their way through the objective right now. You see that they're having some specials built up too, and they're starting to move up in terms of map control here. Are we going to see Wedcott Empire really just like make the most out of this push?
Yeah, definitely here. I love the tri-strikes to try and counter the Booyah Bomb there. Unfortunately, they're unable to find the picks here, but definitely the zone's going to be stalled out here. And WVU able to just comfortably cruise and take down 3 members and wipe them out. Okay. They are just said, give me back my zone, and I just don't care if there's a penalty. There is plenty of time and to position here and just take it all over.
Exactly. WVU, amazing and known for their defense right there. They were able to take back the zones in a relatively short manner despite losing it. And now they're going to work their way through this penalty right now, even with the Crab Tank coming out from Wedcott Empire. And now the triple strikes are going to come out, though. It's going to cap 1 zone, not going to be able to cap 2. And WVU is going to take back objective. And they're going to send Wedcott Empire in a 3-down situation as well.
Yeah, just the Octobrush here. The Octobrush has to back up here because against 2 Splatlings and a Sloshing Machine, no. That is not going to be ideal for pushing here. But it doesn't seem like there's enough time here as WVU might be able to cap the zone here unless this Octobrush is able to do something. Oh, the desperation plays come out here, but it's quite not enough to make it through. Oh my goodness, WVU takes game number 1 here in this grand final set.
Just an absolute masterclass in gameplay from WVU there. You saw how, despite having a relatively unorthodox comp with 2 Splatlings, they're able to just control so much space and make it so Wetcott Empire has a really hard time to get in. Despite Wetcott Empire really had to rely on the Octobrush's Zipcaster just to make any plays so far, as we just look at some of the replays now.
Yeah, look at this. What was it? The pressure that is being put on the side here from Wetcott Empire. I believe they're going to be able to cap zone here by popping nearly all their specials and trying to like have this Octobrush here try and distract them and take the aggro, and that'll give an opportunity to move on in and recap zone.
Yup, and you see Wetcott Empire try to make their way through with those points right there, but they really weren't able to. Then you see the Sloshing Machine and the rest of their team making it really easy then, and WVU gets the wipe right there. And that was pretty much the dagger that shifted the game into WVU's favor, and then from that moment, WVU barely looked back.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta be curious here. What's a Wetcott Empire gonna respond? Do they have flexible weapon selections here? Are they gonna try and stick to the same? Are they gonna try and mix up how they play as a team here? On the map list here, you see we have Tower Control and Hammerhead Bridge here, which is pretty favorable for Splatling. So WVU might be a bit more comfortable on this map than Wetcott Empire. But hey, perhaps they'll pull something out or try something different to be able to get the surprise and definitely pull out a victory here, but I don't know, Spicy. How do you feel?
So, from experience in Division 6, you tend to see a lot of honestly crazy weapon choices come out, especially in like if your back is against the wall. Knowing that there's some pressure now, it is the championship game, there is some willingness for some teams to try some stuff out here. I would not be surprised to see Wetcott Empire bring out something, especially to counter WVU running 2 Splatlings, especially if WVU brings that same comp or brings a similar comp back for tower control. I would not be surprised to see Wetcott Empire respond with maybe another unorthodox pick of their own.
Maybe, but I honestly think they might just stick to like what they're most comfortable with, right? I've seen this comp run time and time again, and it's been able to carry them this far into grand finals, right? I think they're going to be trying to shift around on their focuses and priorities here, and notice like if they gun for the junior player or perhaps get one of the Splatlings off guard, right, then they have a much easier time getting in and they can breathe a little bit more here. The biggest problem I felt was just snowballs were starting here, and if they can prevent those snowballs, definitely going to be able to have some more fighting time.
Oh, that's such a true point here, especially going into Tower Control and Hammerhead. In this season in CCA, you've seen on stream a few moments where some teams are just able to snowball through once they have the tower. So I'm really interested to see, especially with these weapon changes we're looking at, what adjustments are going to be made here.
Yeah, we have the Rapid Blaster, a Charger, a Sloshing Machine, and a Custom Junior here on Wetcott Empire side. While I see the double Splatling is going to be tried and true, but the mini Splatling is going to be coming out here. And this is just going to be a very interesting game here with 2 Chargers being able to try and pick off the other team as well as trying and get some map control. But hey, this mini Splat, look at this movement here, Spicy.
Amazing movement right there, despite going down right there. And now Wetcott Empire is going to have the tower, and they're going to look to start making a push. There's so much pressure from there. Yeah. Now the Booyah Bomb is going to come out there. He's got to put to this place bit, and Wetcott Empire is just going to look like they're going to go through that first checkpoint.
Yep. Definitely some specials being built up here on Wetcott Empire side as the tower's going through. And this junior player is trying to take one down before they're able to push tower here. But no, Wetcott Empire is going to fall down. Oh, they're all wiped out. What is going on here?
Yup, WVU's defense showing up once again, finding another wipe. That's the second wipe already in this set, and it's only game 2. WVU's gonna now start to put some pressure on. The triple A strikes are gonna come out, and it looks like WVU's gonna also steamroll through this first checkpoint, and you see the 2 flanks coming around from Wetcott Empire on the right side. Let's see if they're going to be able to make the most out of it before giving up the lead, maybe.
Yeah, they're very dispersed right now, not able to help each other out. And this junior is just kind of stuck back there, trying to be able to cause some damage here. The mini Splatling is going to be able to get pick over there, and right now, Wetcut Empire is just trying to find a way to regain map control right now. Map control has been in favor of WVU currently, but no, Wetcut Empire is going to try and assert the middle here and try and hold their ground here as they have the lead currently.
Yup, Wetcut Empire is going to look to take the tower again, immediately fall off of it though, and now both teams are just going to look like it's back to neutral pretty much. The Booyah Bomb's going to come out once again from the side of Wetcut Empire, and you see the Sloshing Machine just trying to take some, or Grep Flash, just trying to take some picks right there. Now that you have to say, oh, this could be an interesting situation right now.
Jet plus the ink vacuum here, going to shove most of them off plat here. As this Jet is looking for some kills. It is hungry. It is seeking for some. I'm tripping on my words here because look at this push. It's already at 50 points past. What is going on, Spicy?
Yo, and they have WVU in a 2-down situation as well, too. Now the Booyah Bomb is online now for WVU, but right now, already over to the 19. Before giving up the tower, they're going to be at checkpoint 3 and going to go past the 3rd checkpoint there. Is Wetcut Empire going to have what it takes to hold their next few points? And then over.
Oh my God, Spicy! I didn't even realize the snowball was getting that big. Like, oh, I just saw the Jet, I saw the vacuum just cover their plat, give them so much room to move around in, and then I saw 1 pick, 2 picks, 3 picks, and then they were just all over the tower, standing on it with 0 threats in line, and just creating this buffer that just was so hard for WVU to get in.
Exactly. That was an amazing response from Wetcut Empire. Game 1 was a pretty dominant win for WVU, but Game 2, that snowball from Wetcut Empire, even after having a wipe, as you see here, that WVU is going to take advantage of. Wetcut Empire having all those specials. You saw the Inkvac Inkjet combination, and you saw some amazing picks there. They were able to just snowball once they got the control of it.
What I noticed there was the Junior was making the Sloshing Machine consistently uncomfortable. Yes, Sloshing Machine is a great weapon here, and it's often played for just being able to lob shots and take advantage of certain ledge plays, but the Junior just constantly painting over so it doesn't have too many movement options, and just being able to spray it down and just close the distance there at the end was crucial, as if they got a Booyah Bomb right over there, that would have been a far longer game there. But you know what, kudos to Wetcut Empire being able to find this spark and this fire to be able to not only regain map control but even up the score here 1-1 in grand finals.
Exactly. If we're being honest, Wetcut Empire did come into this set with kind of as the underdog here. They had the worst record. They lost 0-4 to WVU, but you don't just get the championships with pure luck alone. You can see all the skill coming out from Wetcut Empire. And if there's a time to be playing at your best, it's in these last few weeks of the CCA season. Wetcut Empire really showing that they deserve to be here. Definitely.
They are showing the world that they can roar, they can fight back, right? And they just come here just to lose in the grand finals here. They are here and in it to win it, along with WVU. But let's see the adaptation play from WVU's side. Are they perhaps going to give up double splatling? Are they going to try something new? Are they going to make some substitutions here? Let's see what happens here, as they got quite the expansive roster, both these teams here, as we take it to game number 3 on Rainmaker's Sturgeon Shipyard.
Yup, we see the weapon variety from both teams already showing up in the first 2 games alone. Going in, let's take a look at these weapon comps here and see if there's anything interesting that really stands out.
The Tri-Slosher, was that the base Tri-Slosher? No, the Tri-Slosher Nouveau here. Let's go. Okay, the Tacticooler on Rainmaker is really good here, and it seems like they gave up their double splatling comp. They've been pushed to the limits here and going to be trying to adapt to what Empire tossed to them for the previous game.
Yup, and now Rainmaker bubble has been popped right now, as both teams are just trying to fight each other in mid, and that's Wetcut Empire forcing WVU in a 2-down, 3-down situation. Now looks like they're going to a 3-down situation now, as Wetcut Empire is going to push right side.
Look at this map control. They took 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and almost the first checkpoint fall of 57 points already remaining. And it's barely even 30 seconds into the match here, Spicy. I blinked and I missed it. What happened?
Wetcut Empire is just able to find all these picks, right? As I say that, this Nautilus from West Virginia constantly also able to find picks. You see them having a mark now with a point sensor, and there's some specials now coming out from their side. Doesn't look like they're gonna pick up the Rainmaker just yet. We're trying to find some, but oh, what a sneak from White Empire to get to the Rainmaker and break the checkpoint.
Yeah, breaking that checkpoint's pretty huge because now they can pop the shield and get so much more paint on the board, but no! WVU responds by getting a wipe out of their own with the tactical cooler already online here as they make their way to the first checkpoint.
That's the third wipe of this entire set so far. WVU has consistently been able to find all of these wipes, even with on offense, on defense right now. So Rainmaker back in neutral, they're trying to find a spot to open it up right here and make a push of their own.
Yeah, definitely. They're trying to maintain mid here, and this Wave Breaker here is going to cause some problems here. They obviously, the Splat Link are pretty grounded weapons here, right? And they have to jump out to expose themselves. Otherwise, they're going to bite a Wave Breaker shot here. But look at Wet Cod Empire with that Hydra on that prime snipe position here. It's going to be really hard for WVU to be able to get in here.
Exactly. Neither team is able to take control of the Rainmaker so far. With that Booyah Bomb coming out, it doesn't make it get any easier. As Wet Cod Empire, they're going to pick it up. Okay. They're going to go down immediately, though, to the Charger, just seeing them right there.
Yeah, the numbers advantage falls in the WVU there, as the Hydra seemingly got a little bit antsy there to, like, get something going on, right? Trying to help their teammate in. But right now, WVU is going to be looking for an opportunity to score on the right side here. Okay, they're swinging it right. I thought they were going left here. Okay, let's see how Wet Cod Empire is able to respond and rotate to be able to protect this first checkpoint here. As one of them already fell to the Rainmaker carrier, and the Junior comes out to jump scare them.
That Junior flank saved that. He saved Wet Cod Empire right there because that was an amazing Rainmaker play from the side of WVU. Finding those two picks, they were all able to get to the 65 there, but they got to break this first checkpoint eventually. With the Rainmaker back in neutral right now, and the Nautilus now trying to just... There's another pick from the Naut. Let's see if WVU is going to be able to once again make another push here, as it looks like they're going to once again try to push on the right side, or trying to fire shots now both directions.
Yeah, definitely. They're definitely just trying to find a way in, right? As WVU just kind of can comfortably hold mid right now. We see the Squelchers trying to go in here as it's able to take advantage of its bigger range. And the Wave Breaker is going to cause some problems here, locating everyone. But does that really matter when 3 of their members just went down here and the first checkpoint falls?
Oh, and that's going to be critical right now because WVU, now Wet Cod Empire is going to have, looks like they're going to have some map control here, just trying to fight each other off. They're going to put WVU now in it's 2 down on each side right now, but WVU does have 2 specials now. Wet Cod Empire is going to pick up the Rainmaker there. Does it look like they're going to get, oh, what a play there.
What was that?
I am at a loss for words right now as we are approaching the 1-minute mark in this really close game. It's a 1-point difference right now as WVU's got to put Wet Cod Empire in a 3-down situation. WVU's got to push left side, it looks like now. They just need to get a little bit more than past the checkpoint. WVU is going to take the lead.
What was that? Okay, the desperation is real now. You have a minute left on the board, and Wet Cod Empire does not have too much staying power currently. 2 members are just currently trying to hold the line here. That Hydra being on the top position there, that's the only thing that's going to be stopping them from moving forward here, as they desperately grab the Rainmaker and look for a way to get points here on the board. As some tri-strikes come out, oh, it's tough.
Yeah, those tri-strikes are going to make it really hard for Wet Cod Empire to really make a push here, especially because they're at a slight number disadvantage. Now they're 2 down now, and it's going to be really hard for Wet Cod Empire to really make anything here.
Oh, the slip off the map here. Okay, this Rainmaker is desperately looking for a way in, but just not able to move forward with 3 members just ready to ambush them at a moment's notice because you got a giant point sensor right over you as you carry the Rainmaker.
Yup, and it looks like that will probably be it for this game, as right now with the Rainmaker just out there, WVU is going to take a really intense Game 3 and go up 2-1 in this championship set.
Yeah, definitely. Good job to WVU to be able to pivot and not only change up their weapon selection, but their play style. They noticed that Wet Cod Empire can get a little bit desperate at times, and when you get 2 of them down, maybe even 3 of them, they get a little panicked here, and they're able to find these openings and just slowly push up here. Look at this defense here from Wet Cod, not Wet Cod Empire, WVU here. Right after they get at the first checkpoint here, and they managed to also get a pop here, I believe, as well. They still managed to retaliate and shut down both the Dually Squelchers and the Junior before things can get out of hand.
Yep, well, it's been a theme of the sets entirely so far for WVU. WVU's defense really just holding right when they needed to the most. Even though Wet Cloud Empire was able to break that first checkpoint, they were able to just stop them at the 55, which ended up giving them the chance later down in the game for WVU to end up breaking their own checkpoint and then getting the lead there on their own.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel like WVU was like noticing how antsy Wet Cod Empire was for this win here. You notice like how they were just planning to play it a little safe here, but they were just trying to prevent the Rainmaker from going and losing the lead here. But WVU noticed they found an opening here and manages to take the lead and securing them the game here, especially when they're at a stalemate for majority of the game. And they noticed they just needed one decent push here to get a lot of points, and that's basically would be game.
Yep, exactly there. WVU really showing what they can do here, and they're showing exactly why they have been almost undefeated the entire season, with their Game 2 loss being, I think, their fourth individual game loss the entire season. Going into Clan Blitz on Museum Delfonsino, from what I remember watching WVU earlier in the season, this is where their defense especially really shines, because they're able to shut down any pushes for any enemy team is going to try to make. So I'm really interested to see, is WVU gonna really showcase that once again in the championship when it matters the most?
Yeah, definitely. The double splatling comp can definitely come out again here and rotate into something that's more defensive here on Clan Blitz Museum. But here's the thing about Museum Clan Blitz here. We have a left block here, okay? We have a flank route, and I'm curious to see how they take advantage of that to be able to perhaps catch people off guard that are trying to defend here, right? We're definitely going to see some specials to try and like knock people out of power positions and try and give them opportunities to move in here. But hey, you know what? It's all going to boil down to the clam economy here and who can be able to maintain that basket and score the most points.
Oh, that clam economy point's gonna be super impactful going forward into this game. You saw both teams like really have strong paint control in each of the individual games. Being able to take control of the map, having the map to see where the clams are is gonna be super critical as we go into this game 4 of this championship.
Okay, they are not confident in double splatlings, it seems here. They're just gonna be comfortable here with the splatling in the Nautilus and the ZNF Charger on WVU side. Meanwhile, Wet Cod Empire is blowing out the blaster to try and pressure the platform here, interestingly enough.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the Rapid Blaster Deco pick come out from Wet Cod Empire. Having that just really there, as we see WVU put Wet Cod Empire in a 2-down situation right away, even though Wet Cod Empire does have some clans to go.
And the Charger is already on the spinner in the middle there. This is really hard pressure from on Wet Cod Empire's side here. The specials are coming out here. This platform is going to get swarmed here soon as Wet Cod Empire is having members drop because WVU just has so many power positions.
Yeah, and WVU also has an advantage so far in terms of clams for the most part. Really just having some of the sloshing machines having 7, they're going to be able to get, if they can find more picks, they can really push up, especially as Wet Cod Empire is going to go 2 down right now.
Yeah, and the Bubbler's coming up is already online here for this junior, and they are looking to set it up here for a huge push. Look at all these clans being tossed around by WVU. The Bubbler comes out, and you see right now they're definitely scrambling to get a ball together, but no, Wet Cod Empire somehow finds a way to stop that situation that seemed like that was greatly in the favor of WVU.
Yeah, we've been lauding WVU's defense, with Wet Cod Empire showing that they have great defense of their own there, being able to stop WVU from even scoring once so far. We're a minute and a half into this game so far, and both these teams, okay, the power play does go down right there from WVU, and WVU is going to go 3 down in the process. What a play so far from Wet Cod Empire.
Look at this junior. Not only did it put out the wave breaker to regain map control here, as well as paint up for its teammates, it was able to take 2 to 3 people down and cause a wipeout. And now the basket is open as points are being scored into this basket. Over 50 points were scored here, Spicy. What happened?
Yo, that wipe from Wet Cod Empire, they must have heard us talk about how WVU was consistently able to find these wipes in the first few games. Wet Cod Empire responds and shows that they're able to make this massive push of their own right now. WVU is playing at a pretty decent disadvantage so far, especially with
Look at
knowing
that now. What the? Can I just talk about that? Right there, they know there was a junior versus the Nautilus, I believe, right? The Nautilus when they pin you in that corner, that's a GG, okay? But no, they got out of there and have enough time here But hey, it gives up map control for this Nautilus to be able to move in here and put pressure on this plat and take out 2 members of COD Empire.
And with this 2-down situation, WVU is looking to make a push of their own right now. You see the flank coming on the right side. It's going to get stopped, though. But with 2 power clams loaded right now, WVU is looking for a chance. And the Booyah Bomb is going to make things better. And it looks like WVU is probably going to be able to score here. They do. And they're going to have another power clam ready. And WVU is going to take the lead.
That was 75 points scored in one go. That was 3 balls nearly tossed back to back. The specials here are throwing so much pressure and keeping that basket open. There is not much time left, okay? But no, this basket's gonna be open. They heard the bank was closing and no, oh man, I'm gonna cash in nice and early now. But hey, one more clam can secure the win here. It all comes down to WetCod Empire's ability to stay on defense, which it seems like they're able to do so.
We were talking about how WetCod Empire made a massive push, and then you see WVU, once they got an opportunity to do so, they're going to just score 99 points right there and take it all the way to the 1. What an amazing NBC. And a charger from WVU, forcing WetCod Empire into a 3-down situation with about 1 minute to go.
Yeah, even though 2 wave breakers are out, it doesn't really matter when there's no pressure to players to be able to capitalize off that. Right now, WetCon Empire is just desperately looking for some time and space to be able to score some clam blitz. It's clams in here, but you know what? This might be doable here, but the slosh machine is feeling the pressure of that Nautilus.
We see the dual swelter now from the side of WetCod Empire here. They're just trying to figure out any way to get in so far. They have 1 power clam, but they're going to need a few more and some decent number of clam shapes to make this push. They have to knock out WVU at this point. It's crazy because like now there's like about 40 seconds to go here and another pick from the side of WVU with 30 seconds to go. But 2 power clams, this is going to come down to the wire here.
Yeah, definitely. They got 2 power clams on the board, but 2 drop, unfortunately, on WetCod Empire's side, and they are just losing the time they need to be able to make something happen here. Along with this, WVU is building up specials here. They are ready for a defense. You see that Junior? He's been holding on to that doubler for a long time, but never mind. Commentator's curse happens as WetCod Empire takes most of map control and is ready to take for a push right now.
This is going to be critical right now. They're going to be able to make this push right here. Overtime's going to kick in now. The power clip is going to go down on the sides right there before the basket. WVU looks like they're going to be able to hold right now. WetCod Empire is in a 3-down situation now. It does look like they're going to be able to go down.
Look at that wave breaker. They have to score soon. They have to score soon, otherwise it's not going to be able to continue overtime. But no, WVU just being able to just somehow hold their line down. What happened there? It seems like WVU got a bit panicked after 2 of them dropped and the wave breakers started coming in.
I have no idea. I'm at a loss for words right now, but what a game did we just witness from here in Game 4. WVU is going to go up 3-1, but you are seeing some explosive gameplay and explosive pushes from the side of both teams.
Yeah, definitely. I felt like WetCod Empire had a good push at the start here. Look at this Junior being able to just get 2 picks along with his other one, just to be able to score the basket here with his teammate. And then that led to nearly 50 points being scored on their side here. However, WVU, right? Oh my gosh, too many W's to keep track of here with WetCod Empire WVU. But you know what? I love this retaliation here, right? Notice how they built up their specials, took map control, took 2 members down, realized they didn't have much to defend here, and then tossed in a Booyah Bomb to just start this train wreck of a push right here.
Just amazing poise and mental game coming out from the side of WVU. You saw this in the last 2 games where WVU would go down early on in the set or early on in that game, but they were able to respond with some pretty massive pushes here. Having this, taking it all the way to the 1 on their end here, and then being able to hold on defense in overtime to just shut down WetCod Empire from even opening up the basket again. It's just amazing plays all around.
You saw the hesitation there on that dually squelchers. Why are they feeling hesitating to push up there? Well, they had the sloshing machine as well as another member online, just putting out pressure, because if the dually squelcher got in there, the most they could have hoped for was 2 dodge rolls and a clam toss in there. But no, you need momentum in that last push. Otherwise, you would not be able to win the game, especially when the points went down to 1 from 3 power clam balls in the previous push from WVU. Now, that is what I call insanity.
Insanity for sure. That was one of the plays of the set so far, arguably one of the plays of the season in this division, just being able to make that one massive push right here. Despite that, Wet Cloud Empire is down 1-3 so far, but I do not think I can count out Wet Cloud Empire so far yet, because you've seen them be able to take those early advantages there. If they're able to just take control, especially going into these next few games, I wonder if Wet Cloud Empire is going to be able to turn things around here. You know they're able to do it. It's just more of a matter of will they be able to.
I actually disagree with you, Spicy. Yes, they're able to get good starts, but when they quiver and they falter is when on defense, right? You've seen them hold lead multiple times, both on Rainmaker Sturgeon Shipyard as well as Clan Blitz Museum Alfonso, but WVU was able to react and respond accordingly, not only by getting the picks that they needed, but building up their specials and coordinating their picks right here. As you saw, Wet Cod Empire was greatly spread out and did not have the team power or specials to be able to respond back, unfortunately, here. But hey, you know what? This might all change here with game number 5 here of Splat Zone's Flounder Heights. Oh, what an odd map mode combination here.
Honestly, yeah, we're once again in another map where there's 2 zones again, so it's going to be interesting to see how both these teams are going to be able to maintain control here, because we saw that in game 1, there's some struggles initially to get both zones capped to really make pushes onto the objective right there. So I'm really interested to see, like, are we going to see any, like, weapon changes once again, because, you know, we've been seeing a lot of weapon variety from both these teams so far. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen going into the splat zones.
Yeah, definitely. I can see some sloshers coming out here, like the Tri-Slosher Nouveau being able to like get some flanks and just close some distance here, as well as some staying power with the machine drinks. Tri-Slosher drinks. My bad. I am confusing my sloshes here. Okay. Let's see how these team comps are going out. Yeah, I see the Tri-Slosher here as I called it out here, and the Octobrush and Tri-Slosher could be coming out on the side of Wet Cod Empire. Wow.
Yeah, WVU going from 2 Splatlings earlier in the set to now 2 Sloshers right now. You see the Tri-Slosher Nouveau as well as the Slosher Machine. The Nautilus once again still coming out from the side of WVU. Both these teams are going to take control of their zone.
Look at this Tri-Slosher right here. It's already looking for the pick. It is hungry. It is feeding time, but no, it is not feeding time for that team, unfortunately, as they cap zone already on Wet Cod Empire's side.
Yeah, you can tell what role this Tri-Slosher is here, because I'm pretty sure they have Ninja Squid also. So it's going to see from WVU, what are they going to do? To find these picks right here. They're going to have the Booyah Bomb to take control of that one zone right now, but you need 2 zones in this thing to be able to make a push, as Wet Cod Empire once again retakes, or maybe not.
Maybe not. Commentator's curse here is happening here, Spicy, as Wet Cod Empire is just backing up and giving more and more space for WVU to move back in, especially with that rain happening, and that Octobrush just being able to get shut down here before it's able to cause too much damage, as that Tri-Slosher gets the picks that it really wants here, and it's able to just flick down paint and pop through the towers here super easily.
Yeah, and WVU is in a dominant position right now, being able to just have control here. And you see the Tri-Slosher once again here, trying to find some more picks. They're not able to get any right there, though, as they go down. But now Wet Cod Empire, you see them trying to make use of this flank right here, and they're going to have triple strikes, it looks like, essentially, to flip the zone back in their favor.
No, the tripling strikes are instead just going to be used to try and take mid here. You know, a bit of a desperation a little bit on these sides here. But no, they managed to recap zone here as Booyah Bomb's going to be coming out. As it seems like this Neo Splash is going to be able to punish that and have quite a bit of staying power here as they have drinks online.
Oh, and that's critical right now. WVU, Wet Cod Empire, is going to be able to work their way out of their penalty now and see if they're going to be able to hold to take the lead once again in this game here. It looks like they'll be able to here, but right now both these teams are looking to be really close right now, trying to just find any opening really before any teams have to make a massive advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Flounder's Splat Zones is definitely one of those maps that can get very snowball heavy, but hey, the problem with Flounder's Zones here is you might just Hawk and Jest on the way up ramp. But hey, you know what? Right now, Wet Cod Empire's defense is shining through as they're spread out and ready to react and call out whoever approaches from whatever angle.
Yep, and we're once again looking at the Tri-Slosher from WVU here. Oh, the Zipcaster now is out now for the side of Wet Cod Empire. Look at this one go!
Look at the finesse on the Zipcaster. You can tell this Octobrush has been putting in time here and is ready to shut down anyone that comes in, including the Sloshing Machine just trying to come up here. No one's getting up on top of those towers, and it looks like Wet Cod Empire is going to get 2 games on this grand final set here. Oh
Oh,
my god.
we have a set so far right now. The Wet Cod Empire bringing it back a little bit, winning Game 5. It's only 3-2 right now. I'm really. This is such a good set so far. Wet Cod Empire. They need to make a good response, and they did. That's exactly what you wanted to see from them, being able to now respond with a pretty dominant win on their end.
Yeah, definitely. I think I want to sum up a lot of these plays here, especially like if we get into the replays right now, like how crazy some offense was on both sides here, right? Notice how they recap zone here, WVU, just from just throwing all their specials out and just using the rain to push them back here and make White Cloud Empire second guess trying to able to hold their ground there. And as the team just teammates just kind of like gathered up in one place, the Tri-Slosher was just able to put in so much damage and so much work.
Yeah, and you just see this amazing plays right there from the side of both teams. The Zipcaster action, you just saw the amazing finesse from the Zipcaster right here, and that kind of movement. It was just an absolute beauty to watch on their end.
I was just wondering to myself, was I in theaters watching Spider-Man for a second there? That Zipcaster was fantastic, and being able to reposition into the middle there and just shut off any attempts there, that brush was putting so much pressure here, especially towards the end here, and definitely what I call aggressive burst on the side of Wet Cod Empire is what led him to win the game on Flounder's splat zones.
Exactly. And now we're going into Game 6, Tower Control and Inkblot Art Academy. We saw on Tower Control earlier in the set, Wet Cod Empire really showing off their amazing offense with an amazing snowball really in Hammerhead. So I'm curious, do you think we're going to see something similar here, or is West Virginia going to showcase what they can do on Tower instead?
This is a hard question to answer because I feel like Inkblot Art Academy has more options to move around than Hammerhead. The problem with Hammerhead is like once your enemy teams gets in, it is super hard to play defense versus Inkblot Art Academy where you got a lot of options, right? There's a block right under the plat there for you to sneak in and be able to put in some effort and work there with the specials. But you know what? I'm interested to see how these team comps are going to be decided here. I expect a Rapid Blaster going to be coming out on Wet Cod Empire side here because it seems to be a really good pick for most of the games that have been going on here.
Oh yeah, that's been some really good points from there. Rapid Blaster has really shown that some good plays from their side, just being able to find a lot of picks there. And you saw some decent Inkjet play also coming out earlier in both the games there. I think Game 2 it was where we saw the Inkback Inkjet combo come out there, helping Wet Cod Empire get that win. I'm interested to see if we maybe see that again going into Game 6.